I invoke the right of parley. According to the code of the Brethren set down by the pirates Morgan and Bartholomew, you have to take me to your captain.
I know the code.
Adversary demands parley. You can do them no harm until the parley is complete.
Places with the code.
She wants to be taken to the captain.
And she'll go without a fuss. We must honor the code.
One question about your business, boy.
There's no use going. Just go.
How far are you willing to go to save her?
I'd die for her.
Oh, good. Now, where is he?
You can't. I can.
You burned all the food, the shade, the rum.
Yes, the rum is gone.
Why is the rum gone?
One, because it is a vile drink that turns even the most respectable men into complete scoundrels. Two, that signal is over 1,000 feet high. The entire Royal Navy is out looking for me. Do you really think that there is even the slightest chance that they won't see it?
Where's Elizabeth?
She's safe, just like I promised. She's all set to marry Norrington, just like she promised. And you get to die for her, just like you promised. So we're all men of our word, really. Except for Elizabeth, who is, in fact, a
Why aren't we doing what Mr. Sparrow said we should do? With the cannons?
Because it was Mr. Sparrow who said it.
You think he wasn't telling the truth?
Marines. I can't breathe. Listen.
This is the path you've chosen, is it? After all, here's a blacksmith.
No. He's a pirate.
The world is moving at a tremendous pace. 1 billion people race, no one knows where. We must prepare our children not for the world of the past, not for our world, but for their world, the world of the future. The average American child seldom comes in direct contact with nature. In school, he learns a few dates from books, to press a button, to step on an accelerator. But he is in danger of losing contact with primitive realities, with the world, with the space about us, with fields and rivers, with the problems of getting shelter and obtaining food that have always conditioned human life and that still do so. Going to college is not the same as getting an education, though the two are often confused.
John Dewey was 70 when this newsreel footage was shot, in which he distinguished education from mere schooling. Hello, I'm Larry Hickman. I'm here today at the Center for Dewey Studies at Southern Illinois University, Carbondale. Much of my professional life has been devoted to the study of John Dewey. In this short piece, we hope to introduce you to the life and work of this visionary thinker who in many ways lived ahead of his time. The Burlington of Dewey's youth was a center of immigration and industrialization. The ethnic, class, and religious diversity that young Dewey experienced there may have helped prepare him for the experiences with diverse cultures that he would seek out during the rest of his life, both in urban America and abroad. In 1894, the recently founded University of Chicago appointed Dewey as head of its Department of Philosophy, which included psychology and pedagogy, led him in 1896 to found an elementary school that would serve as a laboratory for the university's new Department of Education. The reflex arc concept in psychology. In both sequences of the child's behavior, the seeing reaching and the feeling the burn withdrawing the hand, there was said to be an arc from the external stimulation of the sense organs to a response set up by the internal working of the child's brain. James attempted to improve on this model by emphasizing the associations produced in the child's mind and the new habit that they produced. In this case, the new habit was the child's withdrawing her hand in the presence of a flame. But Dewey was still not convinced. His own analysis of the learning experience begins not with a stimulus that is external to the organism, but with a stimulus that is a coordinated act involving the sensory and motor actions of the child and the context in which the situation occurs. The context includes such things as the child's past experiences, the environment in which the event takes place, and her level of engagement, or how involved she is in the experience. Even though his theory of learning and his promotion of the method of intelligence are still resisted by some people, they continue to enrich educational systems around the world. His pragmatic theory of truth as a process of discovery honors the experimental and creative capacities of human experience.
Really hard.
Dewey's definition of democracy as belief in the ability of human experience to generate the aims and methods by which further experience shall grow in ordered richness is as fresh and compelling today as when he wrote those words more than a half-century ago.